And I'm back. I know. Everybody, just calm down. It's been so long. Anyways, so I took that extra 10, 15 minutes to, things are rolling pretty good now. I think I've dropped about 3 cigarettes. So, if I remember correctly, the last thing I was talking about was how did you and I meet, or how do I know you, or something like that. So let's get into that conversation. So the question is, how did you meet me? I'm sorry. It shouldn't be how did you meet me? It's all about me. It should be how did you and I meet? A couple of people, obviously, actually most of you, school. Most of you school. And the sad part is the ones that I still have from school are the least, it's not meant to be cynical at all, or, make anybody upset. They're the people I would think would least want to be around me. When it comes to the junior high school friends that I still have, I thought they'd be long gone. Not because of anything they did, but just because they would have gotten sick of me. And they're still around, probably for entertainment purposes like this. And then, so in my 20s, I started playing slow pitch. And I met a lot of new people from there, too. Those are kind of my second tier friends group. If you're building a pyramid of friends, you got to start on a solid foundation. So the next tier of fucking geese, shut up. You hear them? They're coming. They don't care that I'm doing this. Just flying right over. You're gonna shit on me too, aren't you? I'll be so mad if you do it. Okay, good. So my second tier friends who I met in my 20s, people from Sportsman's Guide, or people that I started playing slow pitch with, lots of those people, like, you threw them to a wall, they stuck, and they're still there. I feel very sorry for them. Because I try to be a good friend, and I know that I'll do what I can for anybody. And then kind of mid-late 20s, I had a couple of work friends. So the friends started thinning out, because that's when I started becoming like, okay, I have my tribe. I don't really want any more of my tribe, but I got a couple of good ones from work. And I still talk to 2 of them out of 3 of them. So talk to 2 of them. And then, gosh, so I want to say early 20s, started playing slow pitch, started going to Allery's a lot for the Chicago Bears games on Sundays. Met a lot of friends there. They kind of just dropped off and fell off. Some of the softball players I met, dropped off, but not anywhere near to the level I thought, oh yeah, we played softball together. We probably won't talk until next season. I've got some great friends from that. And I don't even talk to tournament softball players that I played with back in the day. I've got a couple. Everybody else kind of spread out. But then I hit kind of the third tier of friends. which is my old neighbor. She's like my best friend now. Jimmy's still down on that first tier, but he's stuck it up there with me. So he can be in all the tiers. Really makes no sense, but I don't care. I'm rolling. So, her and my next door neighbors, we're pretty good friends with them. They're really nice people. Like, I move here and I've got 5 different families coming up to us. It's dead of winter, making us stuff and giving us presents. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? I don't even think I talked to my next door neighbor at the townhouse until 2-3 years in. So it was really, like, we moved in January 28th, and it was really, I felt like I was in a 50s sitcom, and like, when were the shenanigans gonna start? They haven't started yet, but I think I'm gonna be the team leader when they do. So there's a neighbor, and it's just a hunch. I don't really feel this way about this neighbor. She, from what I hear, is kind of mean and is kind of uppity about Christmas decorations, from what I hear. So there was something that a neighbor of mine had wanted to put out on their lawn for Christmas. And she said, why? She didn't say, well, this person doesn't want me to do it. In a roundabout way, if someone came up to you and said this, like, I'd really like to put this Christmas dragon in my yard. And they're really cute. But I don't think the neighbor across the street will like it. Not that they indirectly said something that they said, that their mom said, that their second cousin said. It just made it sound indirectly like something you're not supposed to do, because Mary Lou back there is the queen of the kitchen. So I ordered a Christmas dragon to be delivered to my house so I can put it up for Christmas, because I need to find out a $180 dragon. I need to find out. I will pay thousands of dollars to get, if this person is who I think she might be, which is a Karen, I would pay thousands of dollars to bring that out in that person and then just videotape the hell out of it. And I know it's just so awful, because when I watch these videos of people like recording these Karens, I mean, it's shaming and really what it is. And I'm full support on that. And see, we changed subjects. It's so I think we're on what? 4th tier friends would be neighbors. Well, Nick just met a guy that buys stuff from his work, and we went out to lunch with him. He seems like a really nice guy. So he's in the trying to get in to the tier. We're supposed to go to his birthday party. He sounds like a pretty nice guy. I've met him. He's kind of bougie. For, I don't know, he just seems kind of bougie. Like, he's going to have this birthday party, and just knowing the guy just like once or twice, I'm just like, oh, this is going to be bougie, but that's how I know that person in my life. So I can go back and say, okay, here's the day when I actually met that person. I don't obviously know the exact date, but I know where I was. I was at a Chili's in Shakopee around lunchtime, around like noon, 1 lunchtime. But I go back to high school. So, high school. Where did I meet? And I might change up names just because, they're not important enough. Like my friend Mindy. your name is important enough, to bring up. So, that is your real name. And I can't remember the day we met. I remember vaguely sitting in a guy named Ryan's basement, listening to a guy named Corey, play a guitar. That's one of my earliest memories with you. Or we go a step further, Jimmy. I met Jimmy right before I was leaving for Southern California. So I met Jimmy senior year after we had graduated. So we graduated in June? So July, August, after my birthday, I was out. So it's out by September. I knew Jimmy for 3 months, but everybody else had known him for quite some time, I guess. And then that's when I came back, then I became really good friends with Jimmy. I know another one on here, we had been talking about this live podcasting thing, Robbie. And your name does deserve recognition because you are my friend and your name is worth mentioning. You and Rianne and Carrie and all you guys took me in and showed me what it was to play slow pitch softball, and that, I had the hot head and just wanted to fight everybody and instead of running to first base. Even, and I'm going to tell you girls something, even when I was 120 pounds, I still couldn't get to first base fast enough, it seemed like. But because my esophageal problems, my whatever my hang-ups are, can't seem to make it all the way around the bases without at least falling, or it's usually not from drinking, that's usually just from disorientation. But I can't remember the day I met you, Robbie. I'm pretty sure it was you guys needed a sub, and I showed up. And I just never left. I'm pretty, because there was Dana and you and Carrie and Tank and Mel. Mel played very little though. I think Baker was still playing with us at that time too. That's all. That's that whole Brats with Bats things. I still have my jersey from that. That was a good year. I had a really, really fun time. And that was before I had Gwen. And I remember I had to come watch you guys while I was pregnant with Gwen. But then, once I got sick, it got hard for me to play. And I think people just, I'm not going to pour me, but I think people were just kind of she's done. I don't want to be done. I'll still sub if somebody needs me, because I'm in much better shape than I was a couple of years ago. But definitely would still need a base runner. I'll just try to hit them all out of the park the first time. So that's the tier part of it. I'm going to come back here in a minute, and we will continue this conversation until shit starts to get weird. I can put a chat on here. Oh, here we go. I can't spell. I'm putting some on Facebook that says chat with me, and I'll be able to see your chats. All right. Let's see if that worked. I'll see you guys in a minute.